Today was a big game. You mentioned next week in Los Angeles against the Rams, then the bye where they hopefully can get even more healthy. So
backup quarterback Brock Purdy is in the game now. Hits McLeod. So Purdy gets a chance for San Francisco. His first NFL pass.
At the end of the year, I think they got a shot.
Purdy loads it up, and he's got a big completion. McLeod hauls it in. As we head down to the 2-minute warning, they get the sack. They get the pressure. Purdy. Oh, McLeod again. Nice catch. Those two hooking up pretty nicely on this drive.
Play clock again. Down to 2. They get it off. Purdy looks to throw. Juszczyk. Touchdown, San Francisco. Niners take the lead, and Brock Purdy off of the bench as his first NFL touchdown.
But he's just one of those guys, right? When you're down in close, hey, where's 44? Where's 85? Where's 11?
Middle part of the game. We saw it late today in New York. Giants and Commanders, some big decisions for those head coaches and what ended a tie. Got rid of this one as he was hit and found Kittle. So here we go on 3rd down and goal in a 10-10 game. One more shot for the Niners. Purdy underneath for the touchdown. It's McCaffrey. Second touchdown throw off of the bench for Purdy. Niners back in front.
But you were 3-on-3. You thought you were going to be able to cover everybody.
Quarter with a chance to increase that lead. 2nd and goal from the 2. Purdy back to throw. Pressure coming. Steps away. Looking to run. And he walks it in for the touchdown.
Well, we were curious all week why everybody in San Francisco was raving about this kid. We said, is he for real? Are they just trying to pump him up? I'll tell you what, there's a spark to his game. And you can see these guys in San Francisco just... Kittle's going to try to block and release on a little delay. Tampa does a nice job passing it all off, and then Brock Purdy...
Move the face a little. We were just looking at you. Trust me, it's him behind that window pane. 14-0 Niners. Purdy makes a swim move and finds Deebo Samuel. Are you kidding me? What a play, and the crowd loves it from Brock Purdy. Blitz coming. Purdy lofting, going deep. Has McCaffrey. He's got it! Touchdown, San Francisco!
See McCaffrey, he's out here one-on-one. George Kittle's in the backfield. It's one of those kind of crazy formations that they really make you declare how you want to identify. Pressure up the middle, all the big guys. And McCaffrey, he's a running back by title.
He's got 81 yards rushing. Obviously, he's got the receiving touchdown, 27 yards there. Another monster day. Here's Purdy. Fires, and it's caught by Ayuk, who sprints away out across the 40. 4-man rush. Purdy loading up, going deep. He's got a man. Ayuk in. Touchdown 49ers. Are you kidding?
Watch this route. He's going to break down like he's going to run a curl, and he just runs right by deep.
Fake toss. 2 fake tosses, and then to Kittle over the middle. Touchdown, San Francisco. He faked it to McLeod, he faked it to McCaffrey, and then hits Kittle over the middle. Tell me this guy doesn't look like he's in his 7th year in the league.
Again, outstanding execution, but Kyle Shanahan knows how to draw these plays up. Uses a motion, this rocket motion he hasn't shown all game. And then he's going to pump fake that to the left. He comes back, moves the... What's going to happen with Deebo Samuel out? Well, you got Ray McLeod right here going in motion. And now you're going to set up a little fake. Now we're going to pull the lineman. Everybody's expecting they're going to throw that draw. And great job of patience by Kittle.
Purdy. Great protection, and wide open is Kittle. Roaming free. Diggs can't take him down. Nobody else can, and it's a touchdown. 54 yards.
So everybody else is playing man-to-man. Woolen's playing man. Neal's playing man. and the linebacker doesn't run with George Kittle. So a mix-up in coverage and a great job again by the rookie Purdy of working from his right, coming all the way back to see that breakdown. Everything works out in the end.
I guess. 2nd down and 6. Purdy. Wide open again, and this time it is Tyler Croft. Their number 2 or 3 tight end.
McCaffrey back there, and Purdy low, and Jennings. Did he get the ball? They say he did. The catch at the 29.
That defensive line switched to Jeff Scadina as the defensive line coach. He's done an outstanding job with that group up front.
Good point. 3rd and 4. Brunskill a block, going deep. Purdy's got him! Touchdown! Kittle and the lead. A 34-yard laser.
Going down the middle of the field. Watch him going down the middle of the field and keep an eye on the safety. You have to have awareness with George Kittle in the middle of the field, and nobody locks him up, and great recognition by Purdy to realize trailing by 7 going for it, but that's why they call him Riverboat Ron. He's going to make those decisions and believe in it.
2nd down 9, the fake and the fire. It's Kittle getting a block downfield, and a good one it was by Jennings. He's in again! He cannot be stopped! 33-yard catch-and-run touchdown! George Kittle has scored for the 4th time in 2 games.
Well, nobody's going to cover him. It's just a bootleg out to the left, and Kittle very similar to the touchdown a week ago when he was able.
Now let's see what the quarterback Purdy does here. 1st and 10. McCaffrey out of the backfield, but downfield he goes. Ayuk. He got by St. Juice, and now it's a foot race with McCain from behind, taken down. Catch and run down to the 6. A sprint of 54 yards. 1st and goal to go, San Francisco. Purdy. Time, throw, caught, Kittle, 1 roll. He got the 1st down. He did not get the touchdown, but Kittle has come up big again.
Motion from McLeod. Purdy, play action for the end zone. It's caught. Ayuk, touchdown.
Hobbs is looking for the flag, politicking, but just an easy.
3rd and goal, empty backfield.
See if we get that chip again.
Purdy spins out of the pocket, throwing back of the end zone. It's caught, and the toe tap by George Kittle gives the 49ers the lead.
No way. 3 49ers in the area. There he goes with the lob. Tipped off the official that there's a big guy running down the field loose.
1st down at 15. Purdy open, Jennings knocking his way to midfield before he's pulled down by Nate Hobbs. The 28-yard pickup gives San Francisco the 1st. Came into today as the 3 seed, but the Eagles lost again. Purdy setting it up. McLeod with speed, trying to turn on the Jets, and Ray McLeod shoved out by Deron Harmon.
They're bringing it.
Pressure up the middle. Purdy checks it down to McCaffrey. This is dangerous. McCaffrey barreling through tacklers. Oh, McCaffrey all the way down.
Oh, there you go, signaling to Ayuk.
Purdy over the middle to Ayuk again, and Ayuk twisted down in Raider territory.
Gave him that angle 8 glance route. They're already inside. Look at, they're bringing in Jennings to get in there and block.
Play action. Purdy on the roll, ball wobbling in the air, and Ayuk's got it.
Pickup of 26. Brock Purdy. Pressure coming from Watt, but he'll take off and go down the sideline, and he's out of bounds with a 49er 1st down. Deebo Samuel in motion. Brock Purdy will dump it off to McCaffrey. He's got a blocker. He's headed for the end zone, and Christian McCaffrey has a 49er touchdown.
understanding the timing, and it's generally the timing with the right guard, and it's going to be Spencer Buford on this one. You've got to sell that you're going to be blocking inside, and McCaffrey just such a natural.
And it is in his home state of Arizona on Fox. Purdy to throw and open, hanging on at the 45. Brandon Ayuk. Second and goal. Purdy, end zone throw. Oh, a fingertip catch. George Kittle has a 49er touchdown.
On this one, we talk about Isaiah Simmons and his speed, but Kittle's going to make a move to the inside, then break back to the outside. And because he gets that little bit of a head shake, Isaiah Simmons just a step behind.
See if Mason gets his chance. Fake to him. Purdy throws, end zone, catch, he holds on, and that is another George Kittle touchdown. He had 5 touchdowns against Arizona in the last 2 games. What was ruled was overturned, and it's another opportunity.
Second and goal. Purdy scans, dances, and finds McCaffrey, who broke loose. Touchdown, San Francisco.
It wasn't a bad game last week for Brock Purdy against Arizona, but it was his worst game he's played so far. And I think a lot of that was when he got pressure. He was
Defense that's been so up and down when it comes to stopping the run this year. Facing a good running offense today. First read was taken away. Purdy's got room to run. Brock Purdy high steps for a first down by Cody Barton.
Even if it's a little bit of adversity and a slow start, I think he's done a nice job. That opening series was not the Brock Purdy we had seen.
He's got a wide open Ayuk crossing the field and beating Woolen. Brandon Ayuk, 31 yards into Seahawks territory.
Yeah, I don't think he did. I would just trust my offense right here.
It's Purdy to sneak it. It's a wall at first, but then he surges forward, and the 49ers are back in front. Brock Purdy not just steadying the ship, but thriving. On second and goal here, he fakes, he looks, he's in trouble, but keeps it alive and finds Mitchell. Improvisation leads to a touchdown.
Great job extending by Brock Purdy. Thought he was in trouble right there with Bruce Irvin, but as soon as he pivots out, he's got Elijah Mitchell uncovered in the flat.
It's a throw. It is George Kittle, and they got it. Size advantage at Kittle at 6'4", 250 on the 6-foot Mike Jackson. Brock Purdy's feeling it again.
Chemistry that these guys have built down in the red zone. And just, like you said, Joe, that's a physical mismatch right there.
Dreams coming true much faster than it looked like it was going to. They'll let him throw again. Wide open Deebo Samuel. Got a block from George Kittle. Deebo Samuel. There he goes. Foot on the gas. All the way. Touchdown San Francisco. A 74-yarder.
Watch Brandon Ayuk right here. Watch number 11 pop back into your screen. You turn around. There's my guy. There's my teammate. I'm just going to lock you down, Tariq Woolen. That is just such great recognition.
Ahead of the chains for that play-action passing game.
Purdy on the fake, fires, and it's a perfect throw to Kittle down the seam. 4-man rush. Purdy has time, zings one, Ayuk gets his at the 10. And Brandon Ayuk has a first down for the 49ers. Parsons not nearly as big as Reggie was. So good, here's Purdy. 17 seconds. Pressure from Parsons again. Gets rid of it. Jennings in stride. And he's out of bounds in field goal range. Well, he's going to take one play. Purdy. A lot of room now. Odin up over the middle. Oh, what a catch by Kittle. Are you kidding? George Kittle